4 a.m. this morning, Lindsay Lohan was arrested outside of a Manhattan nightclub for allegedly hitting another woman in the face. Now, she's being accused of misdemeanor assault. At 4 in the morning.
Is she on probation?
I don't know.
She is on probation from July of 2011. I'm not sure I have this clear because I don't remember it that well. But you remember there was some question about whether she shoplifted or was a jewelry and so on. So she is on probation from that. And I'm reading there are other previous offenses, including DUIs and failed drug tests. You know, I have a very soft spot for Lindsay, as you know. I'm sure she was very depressed with the reviews and maybe even the ratings of her Liz and Dick, which was, what, just last week, what wasn't it,
yeah,
guys?
Sunday.
Okay.
So that's why she was out at 4 a.m. for that.
But she's sitting around, exactly. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
The woman must have said something. They bumped into each other, and Lindsay supposedly said, "Give me my space." Then she allegedly got back up, punched Mitchell in the face. Mitchell's husband called the police. Good heavens, where does it end with this girl?
She has learned nothing from her 12 minutes in jail, this girl.
But at this point, though, her mugshots are like time progression, right? Like, so she's got to, at some point, like, I don't know, she's got to get a... They are. I mean, it's like you see those installations, like, for the next years. I just feel... I also sort of have a soft spot for her because I feel bad for her, but at some point, this wouldn't happen if it were 2 p.m. in a library. Like, so at some point, someone either needs to stop letting her put herself in that bar, or she needs to stop walking into bars.
I'm just told that ABC News is reporting, what is it again? Tell me. That it is considered third-degree assault. That doesn't sound too terrible. That's the charge. But it's one thing after another. And, you know, I don't know how you feel, and I have very mixed feelings about it, because she shouldn't be there at 4 o'clock in the morning. She doesn't have to be in a library.
Why shouldn't she? I mean, I'm maybe Lindsay, but
why
why shouldn't a
You're having
person?
some problems, and you're having some trouble. I don't know, maybe...
I don't know if she's a...
Just so we're
I feel she should not be drinking at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, we don't know if she was drinking. We know that she...
there at 4 o'clock.
That situation doesn't bode well for her. We have a bunch of mugshots to prove that situation doesn't bode well for her.
No,
so she needs to not be in that situation.
We have a bunch of mugshots that say maybe she was drinking in her car, maybe she did this, but we don't have anything but this woman's word that she got hit. Let me explain, at least as I see it.
Police came and saw this.
That doesn't,
I think, right? Her husband
doesn't. Yeah, but your husband is not. You know, that's.
Probably you're trying to set her up.
Well, I just sort of feel like, you know, she went to see Justin Bieber last night. That's why she was out. She was out, and she had a great time, and she wasn't...
about 4 a.m.
Yes, I get that, Barbara, but...
I know, Whoopi, but you're defending, and I'm saying that there are some
you don't know what I'm doing because you got to let me finish it.
This kind of stuff. Or
I just want to say, you know, she went to this bar. We don't know if she went with friends. We don't know if she was sober. We don't know anything except that we've heard that Lindsay hit somebody again. And probably most of us sitting here will say, well, of course, that's Lindsay Lohan. So we have already made this decision that she must be guilty because the lady said so. That was my point. That's my only point.
Let me make my point.
All right, I was going to reinforce yours.
Let me make my point. Because I've said again and again, and I say it now, I just feel that this is she's 26, but I still think this is such a troubled child. She has been arrested and charged. So I assume that the police investigated something. We don't know what it is, Whoopi.
We don't know
but
yet.
there is something. And it's one thing after another. Part of it is that people, you know, maybe do, oh, Lindsay Lohan, this and that, and she says, give me my space. But the other part of it, maybe I'm an old prude. You go to the Justin Bieber concert, fine. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, go home.
But, you know, there's some things, there are celebrities that we know of who have gotten in trouble, and it just seems like trouble...
By the way, she's been in rehab several times.
Right,
so.
you know, and they've been in trouble, and sometimes people always poke at them, and I don't know if that is what happened, but I also say, boy, when you know that you're on probation and something might happen, do you just try to insulate yourself and go, whatever, I'm not going to do anything? Because you know what may happen.
That's what we are saying,
but also, you know, first of all, I'd like to say I wish I could stay up till 4 in the morning. That's number one. But the other thing is, the girl does know that her persona out there is negative. So when she goes out, she has to expect a little bit of blowback.
No, you know what? But she shouldn't have to expect it. She should be able to go out like everybody else to a place and not get hassled because people think that, oh, I know I can get under her skin.